Welcome to Sairam College of Engineering, accredited by NAC. Let us discuss Triple Branch High Voltage Engineering subject, 5th semester, 3rd year. The title of the model is Measurement of High Voltage and Current. In that, we are going to discuss electrostatic voltmeter. Right? The subject code is 18EE56. Let us see the first concepts regarding module 3, measurement of high voltage and current. In that we have electrostatic voltmeter and electrostatic charge meters. So all of us know, right, voltmeter which is used to measure the voltage, but here electrostatic voltmeter definitely it is used to measure high voltages. I mean large electric potential it is going to measure. So how it will be measuring? The basic definition. So how to measure electrostatic voltage? So potential difference between two point charges, I mean higher potential to lower potential or lower potential to higher potential, you can say. So it can be accurately measured surface potential voltage materials without making a physical contact. So see, there is a 2 point charges. Here there is a more number of electrostatic charge. Here there is a less number of electrostatic charges. So what happens? The difference between those two. So we are going to measure. Electrostatic voltmeter utilizes attraction force between the two charges surfaces. So even though electrostatic voltmeter, like there is a attraction repulsion will be there in the charge potential charging of charge components and all. So attraction between two charges gives you the deflection of a meter, and it gives a reading according to the electrostatic potential, I mean electric charge potential. So attraction of force is proportional to square of the applied voltage. Already we know, right? Force is directly proportional to V square. Measurement can be made AC or DC voltages. This electrostatic voltmeter can be measured by using AC or DC meter, I mean DC voltages. As you can see the diagram, there is a, I'll just show you by using a pointer. Okay, here there is a pointer will be there, and here there is a indication of a scale, and here there is a Q is the charges, here NN is the deflection. This is a diagram of, I mean internal diagram of electrostatic voltmeter. When one of the electrodes is free to move, the force of the plate can be measured controlling by the spring balancing without a counterweight. See, the spring we are using to controlling the pointer movement, even though for like accurate measurement, even different kinds of controlling mechanism will be there. One is by using spring, another one is by using counterweight, another by using inside the aisle without the counterweight, and by using any controlling devices. So let's see next slide. So electrostatic voltmeter utilizes attraction between the two charge surfaces and create a deflection of the pointer and directly calibrated in volts. Okay, the pivoted sector NN is attracted to the fixed sector QQ. See here, NN is the moving coil and QQ is the fixed coil. I mean there is a two coils present, whichever the meter, I mean electrostatic meter or mechanical meter, mechanical devices, I mean measuring devices. So there we are having one is moving part, other one is fixed part. So if suppose fixed part connecting with a load, so if suppose consumes more load, what happens, the current also increases, so the pointer will deflect, right? So here there is a NN is the moving coil, and then QQ is a fixed coil. The moving sector indicates voltage by pointing P and is counterbalanced by the small weight W. So we are placing small weight W for counterbalance. Damping technique in air friction damping. So not normal friction, air friction damping we are using. Okay. Electrostatic field attractive force between the electrodes and parallel plate condenser is given by the equation like this. F is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon A V by S square. So force is equal to what? Epsilon naught is what? Permittivity of the medium. Permittivity, not permeability. It's a permittivity of the medium, air or force. V is the applied voltage between the plates. C is the capacitance between the plates. A is the area of the cross section of the plates. S is the separation between the plates, right? And W is the work done in displacing the plates. So this is the equation which is very important for the solving the problems also. So just you remember this equation, okay? Force exerted is equal to 1 by 2 half epsilon naught A V by S square. S is separation between the plates. They used to give S value in your questions. You have to solve the problem. So this is the diagram for how the pointer will deflect, okay? And I'll just show you how it will work. So this one is a voltage, supply voltage. This one is a parallel plates placed in the parallel to each other, and the dielectric media is air or SF6 or vacuum. So even the capacitor will charge in the parallel plate placed near to each other. The charge particles will store there, right? Similarly here also, here there is a pointer deflection, okay? Pointer mirror deflection or pointer deflection. So fixed light source, this is a scale, deflecting scale. It's an internal circuit diagram, like one line diagram. So it is a basically it's a meter, okay? And this is a diagram which is used to absolute electrostatic voltmeter. So see here there is a mounting plate, guard plate, fixed plate, guard hoops or rings. M is a small m is a mirror light beam arrangement. B is the balance, capacitance divider C, and dome is a D, and balancing weight. So it's a completely 1 meter. So having internal parameters, internal equipments. So M is the mounting plate. So this is a mounting plate, okay? So this part is mounting plate. This part is mounting plate, and guard plate is G, this one, okay? And fixed plate is F is this one, and H is the guard hoops rings. H is there here for guard hoops rings. So it will be like moving, okay? This part, this part, this part, this part. So it will be moving. And B is the balance. So is there, and so this is the balance, okay? And another one is capacitive capacitance divider. Divider will be there, and another one is see here there is a B is here, okay? Here B is here, and dome is D, and balancing weight here, okay? So construction of this previous diagram, electrostatic voltmeter are made of the parallel plate configuration, which is using a guard rings. So guard rings in the sense like avoiding any fast moving charges or fast moving electrostatic charges. To avoid corona, maintain the constant potential, guard rings will be there also. And an absolute voltmeter is made up of balancing plate with a counterweight calibrated in the terms of small weight. So counterweight will be there, small weight will be there. So for the deflection of that pointer, the electrostatic voltmeter have a small capacitance about 5 to 50 picofarad, not more than that. It's a small capacitance which is used in the electrostatic voltmeter, 5 to 50 picofarad based on the requirement. High insulation resistance above 1000 ohm. So insulation resistance above 1000 ohm you are using. They are considered device with a high input impedance. So an upper frequency limit about 1 megahertz is achieved carefully for the design. 1 megahertz, okay? The accuracy of AC voltage measurement is better than DC voltage measurement. Accuracy is AC is more greater. I mean, like measurement is accurate compared to DC. It consists of a parallel plane disc type electrode separated by a small distance, right? The moving electrode is surrounded by fixed guard ring, make the field uniform is in the central region. In order to measure the given voltage with a precision, the disc diameter is to be increased and the gap distance to be made less. So for the measurement of voltage. Okay. So the balance weight gives the controlling torque, everybody knows. So the electrostatic voltmeter is constructed anchor structure consisting of a compressed SF6 sulfur hexafluoride or carbon dioxide or nitrogen we are using for the dielectric, and the gas pressure may be in the order of 15 atmosphere to working stress is 100 kilovolts per centimeter. So this is a electrostatic voltmeter picture representation. In the next class, we'll discuss advantages and disadvantages of this electrostatic voltmeter. Okay.